Hassan Mahmoud into the attack, so they've gone with some seam. Mahedi was getting appreciable turn from the Isfahani end. The end now that Hassan Mahmoud bowling from, he really got the ball to bite and spin away from the left-handers. Well, Atta, what about this? Do you think those in attendance, and there are thousands of them in support of Sylhet, would have anticipated this outcome?
Don't think so. Have a look at those faces there. Hugely disappointed. They've been blown away. Initially it was Azmatullah Omar Zai who picked up 3, and then Mahdi Hassan not falling back, picking up 2 for 12. They just need to find someone to spend some time in the middle. It's the 9th over, and there's a crawl to 18 for 6, would you believe it? I've not seen this before.
Yeah, I just don't know how you actually come back from it, though. I mean, we're thinking 2 people play the best knocks of their entire lives. They could get to 100, but that means they've got to play out of their skin. And that will be out as well. That will be out as well. That is 7.
The Rangpur Rider bowlers has not put the foot wrong. Hassan Mahmood has just come in the attack, starts with 3 dots, and then this soft dismissal straight into the hands. Good catch. The wickets kept falling. What a time with the ball.
आपको चाहिए हार्पिक 10X मैक्स क्लीन। इसका खास गाढ़ा फॉर्मूला कमोड फिट हेयर के लिए तेजाब के मुकाबले 10 गुना बेहतर सफाई, मिटाए पीलापन और करे जरासीम का भी खात्मा।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
बीच रिजॉर्ट बाय आईफोन 1, 2 और 3 बेड के लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट्स 04211333333 brought to you by zameen.com।
और ये
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
चाय चाहिए?
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस? कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स। इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें, खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
नया एरियल, नया और बेहतर एरियल जिसमें है क्लीनिंग बूस्टर जो करे जिद्दी दागों का सफाया।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
Let's one Xbox, bump it up. Let's one Xbox, play your drum. Let's one Xbox, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one Xbox, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's one Xbox, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
और ये
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
बनाओ हर सुबह ऑल पर हैप्पी सुबह।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Well, the captain's made his way to the wicket, and the reason being is Imad Wasim tried to go over the top, didn't get enough elevation, and gets out for just 1 in 11 deliveries. Yeah, we've seen a lot of the hanging of the head. The Sylhet strikers have not been themselves, that's for sure, but we have to doff our caps to the Rangpur Riders, and particularly their captain, Nurul Hassan, who is... that'll be a wide. Nurul Hassan has done well with his bowlers. So often we've seen captains haul their bowlers off when they have a team in trouble, but he bowled Mahedi through. He bowled 3, he got 3 out of Ormazai. He realized he needed to go for the jugular, and he's done just that, and it's paid off. Yes, he's got plenty of bowling to come, but too often we see captains nip bowlers off that are doing well, and the concern that they need to be bowled at the back end. That beats the outside edge as well. End of the 9th, or 19 for 7.
बनाओ हर सुबह ऑल पर हैप्पी सुबह.
Let's one Xmas, pump it up. Let's one Xmas, turn your drum. Let's one Xmas, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one Xmas, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's one Xmas, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight.
बस इजी पैसा से स्कैन करो वीजा QR लाइक अ प्रो, क्योंकि पेमेंट सेकंड्स में करना इज इजी ब्रो.
Even when they do time it, it finds a fielder.
I'm just wondering, what did they have for breakfast? The lowest total so far in the history of BPL has been 44, made by Khulna Titans. Take a wild guess, who were the opposition?
Rangpur Riders?
Spot on. 2016 in Mirpur. So they've done it in the past. There's nothing new for them. And it's really shown how to bowl in this surface. What do you think about the surface? There is something there, isn't it?
Well, there was certainly a little bit of movement from Ormazai as a seamer. We saw him nip the ball away from the left-handers. And we've seen Mahedi get some turns. So there's something in it for the bowlers. But then on the flip side of that, the batting side have got to realise that and say, well, okay, we've got to go get 130, 140, and that's a total we could defend on this pitch. But the shots kept coming and the wickets kept falling. Oh, nicely bowled that.
Yeah, when you go in and see the pitch offering a little bit more assistance to the bowlers, then you change your plans. Lovely view. Beautiful. It's a beautiful stadium. It's a stunning stadium. And all around it is the tea gardens. Oh, that's a quick one. But we didn't see them, the batters, the top order or the middle order, trying to survive. There should be a wide. But I'm not taking anything away from the bowlers. Make no mistake, this pitch in Sylhet has got a lot of juice. It is something where the bowlers realize that, yes, I'm going to give you some serious problems when I'm in the attack, no matter who you are. Spinner, seamer, they're all over you. Really good for the bowlers, and good toss to win for Rangpur Riders.
Oh, we got some runs. We got some runs. We're going to get a boundary.
41 deliveries since the last one. They've only picked up 1 4 and a 6. Yeah, not a bad idea. Just over the top of the bowler. Enough legs to pick up a boundary finally.
Yeah, just going back to the surface and the discussion we're having over that pitch is just before the toss, I actually asked Mashraf Mortaza, the Sylhet Strikers captain, how does the pitch play? And he said, in Sylhet you never know what you're going to get. He said it can either be excellent or it can be very poor. Now, if the leader's saying that, surely he goes into the dressing room and says to his team, look, in my experience, and I've got plenty of it, playing here, let's just have a look first. Let's just assess these conditions. We're in a different venue. We're not in Chattogram. We're not in Mirpur. But if he probably did say that, and no one took any notice, which is unfortunate. That's why.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में जैज सुपर 4G।
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे, साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज़।
फैक्ट का मतलब प्रोटेक्टेड, ताकि आपको मिले द बेस्ट एंड मोस्ट न्यूट्रिशियस चिकन हर बार। सबरोसो, व्हेन इट्स लव इट्स फैक्ट।
बीच रिजॉर्ट बाय आइकॉन 1, 2 और 3 बेड के लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट्स 04211333333 brought to you by Zameen.com।
पैंसीन जिसमें है चावल।
Oh, that'll be a wide. That's very well taken by Nurul Hassan. And on that note, I think we should go downstairs and join Pamela and see who she's got.
I am with former player of the Bangladesh cricket team and the current mentor for Rangpur Riders, Mohammad Rafi. Hello, sir. Rangpur Riders playing a fantastic game. Sylhet Strikers home ground e tader against e khela kirom bhabe prep করেছিলেন?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, সবথেকে বড় আগে আমি থ্যাংক ইউ দিব যে দর্শককে এবং আমাদের রংপুর রাইডার্সের দর্শকগুলো দেখেন আর ওদের দর্শক দেখেন। আরেকটা হলো যে ওরা 1 নম্বর টিম, খুব ভালো ক্রিকেট খেলতেছে। তো দেখা যাচ্ছে যে আমরাও 2 দিন এখানে ভালো প্রিপারেশন নিয়েছি, তো অটোমেটিক দেখা যাচ্ছে যে একটা ভালো কম্পিটিশন আসতেছে। আর সবথেকে বড় যে এখন থেকে খেলা শেষ হয় নাই, বাট আমি মনে করি যে খেলা যে পর্যন্ত শেষ না হবে, রেজাল্ট হবে, সে পর্যন্ত বলা মুশকিল হয়ে যায়।
Till the last moment. আর আপনাদের পুরো কোচিং টিম বাংলাদেশি, রাইট? তো কিভাবে সেটা টিমকে হেল্প করছে, মোটিভেট করছে?
আপনি খুব ভালো প্রশ্ন করেছেন। তো এতে কিন্তু আপনার আস্তে আস্তে দেখা যাচ্ছে কি দেশের উৎসব বাড়াবে, যে নেক্সট যে যদি আবার দেখা যায় আইপিএল হবে বা বিপিএল হবে, তখন দেখা যাচ্ছে লোকাল কোচগুলো যদি প্রত্যেকটা টিমে থাকে, দেখা যাচ্ছে সবাই চিনে। তো এটা মনে করি অনেক হেল্প হবে এবং যেই কোনো দেশের জন্য হেল্প হবে।
আর লোকাল ট্যালেন্টদের জন্য বিপিএল একটা কত বড় প্ল্যাটফর্ম।
অবশ্যই, কারণ কি দেখেন আজকে এখানে সব ন্যাশনাল টিমের প্লেয়ারই খেলতেছে। তো এদের সাথে একটা বিদেশির সাথে একটা কি বলে ড্রেসিং রুম শেয়ার করাটা, এটাই কিন্তু একটা সত্যি একটা ভাগ্যের ব্যাপার। তারপর দেখা যায় বাংলাদেশের ফিউচার কিন্তু এখান থেকে বেরোবে, যেসব ট্যালেন্টগুলো এখান থেকে ভালো খেলবে সেটাই কিন্তু বাংলাদেশ টিমে খেলবে। তো সুতরাং আমি মনে করি এদের ভালো একটা অপরচুনিটি থাকবে এবং ভালো একটা কনফিডেন্স থাকার এখান থেকে শিখে যাবে।
আপনি হার্ড হিটার ছিলেন, এই ফরম্যাটে যদি আপনাকে খেলতে হতো তাহলে হাউ এক্সাইটেড ইউ উড হ্যাভ বিন? আপনার জন্য কেমন হতো এই ফরম্যাটটা?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আমি দেখেন এইসব খেলা কিন্তু আরো আগে খেলে আসি। যে এখন যেটা প্রশ্নটা করলেন, এই টোয়েন্টি খেলাটা কি দেখা যায় এই বড় 4-6 খেলাটা আগে খেলেছি। তো সুতরাং দেখা যায় সময় কারোর জন্য অপেক্ষা করে না। তো এখন ওই সময় আমরা যে ক্রিকেটটা যে দেখা যায় ওখানে বেস্ট ছিল, এখনকার যে ক্রিকেটটা দিয়ে এখনকার বাচ্চারা এটা বেস্ট খেলতেছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফর টকিং টু আস। ব্যাক টু দ্য কমস। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
27 for 7. And just trying to nudge a few singles here just to try and get the score up. We're just trying to work out what we think is realistic from here. I mean, can they get to 70? Yeah, that ground adjacent to this one is a very picturesque ground in itself. A lot of the teams go and practice there before they have their matches. Nicely bowled, well kept up.
Well, the only thing in his mind, Mashraf Mortaza's mind, is whether they can hang on to play up until the 20th over. Forget about how many runs they'll be able to manage. If they can somehow manage to hang around till the 20th over, then you take it from there. Huge support for Mashraf and Sylhet here in Sylhet.
A good bumper. It was the 11th.
पहला कप सुबह सुबह
कुछ चाय चाहिए?
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
पैंटीन, जिसमें है चावलों का पानी और प्रो विटामिन फॉर्मूला, जो हेयर फॉल कम करे सिर्फ 14 दिन में। पैंटीन, बाल गिरे कम तो खुले ज्यादा।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
नया एरियल, नया और बेहतर एरियल, जिसमें है क्लीनिंग बूस्टर्स जो करें जिद्दी दागों का सफाया।
Nice boundary. Nice.
It's taken them a long time, but there are smiles on the fans here. It's a good-looking shot. Fetched up and is flicked away. He's a quick bowler. You just have to middle it. Straight away, skipper has gone to Harish Rauf. They've had a wonderful time and they just want to make sure that they finish it off as quickly as possible.
That's a good pace, that's real good pace. I think sometimes the bowling side gets a little bit desperate, don't they? And they try and bowl Yorkers and bouncers, whereas what's served the bowlers well so far is just running in and hitting a good length. Also, Baloch, his wife Sonia Mirza, yesterday lost the Australian Open mixed doubles final, her very last Grand Slam tournament. She announced her retirement. We're playing a couple of tournaments in Dubai, but that is the end of her Grand Slam career, and what an illustrious one it was. 6. And they should get 2 here. Yeah, 6 Grand Slam tournaments for Sonia Mirza. She won 3 mixed doubles and 3 doubles. And yesterday she finished that career with Rohan Bopanna of India as well. And you're not even the most famous one in your family.
Just have a look at this. Have a look at this electrifying atmosphere. They've already scored 7 runs in this over. And they have been struggling seriously in terms of losing wickets and also picking up runs. But those 7 runs and make that 8 with that single really have huge support from the huge fan base that they have, the select strikers. Rangpur Rider fans will be keen to see the next 3 wickets as soon as possible. 35 for 7 in the 12th over.
Oh, that's hit him. That's hit him. Now the procedure is that we need to have some concussion protocols that need to take place here, just to check that he's okay. He seems okay, but they still have to go through these protocols because there can be a delayed onset. So a few questions will get asked before play will be allowed to proceed. So Nurul Hassan, in all the commotion, has decided to go upstairs here. He feels there might have been a bit of glove. Right, well, there's definitely not a no ball. It's whacked in short. It's quick again, touching 150 kilometers an hour. Tanzim says, I need to get out of here, and I need to get out of here quickly. And that's clattered him on the side of the helmet. It hasn't hit the glove. Wow, that's nasty. Let's hope he's okay. He appears to be, which is good.
They talk about the speed. What about the direction? That is a quick and a nasty bouncer from Harish Rauf. A smack on the helmet. He wanted a duck underneath Didn't get the time. It was too quick for him.
Just trying to see if that flicks the glove. You see anything?
Difficult to see from this angle.
What we do need here is a new helmet, because normally these helmets only last one strike. They tend to fracture, and that is for the safety of the player. So there should be a change of helmet, that he gets a new one. They'll look at this a few times, because the ball does pass the gloves very, very close. But there isn't any clear movement of the glove when the ball goes past. And there needs to be, let's understand as well, there needs to be... Right, here we go. Shoaib Malik says that's not out as well. There needs to be conclusive evidence to overturn the umpire. There certainly wasn't that, and so the TV umpire has agreed and said not out. But now Tanzim has to stand up and face another delivery here.
Well, he's gone into the double figures. He's got 10 of 16. So he's at least putting up some sort of fight. And he's taken a heavy blow on his head also. Right, it's important now to ensure that they finish it off nicely. Already 8 in this over.
Edged and 4. Edged and 4. They all count. They'll all matter. The end of...
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और तेज यकीनी हिफाजत।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस, कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
Little bit of a fight back here at last from Sylhet. Good last over. They could do it a few more like that. 8 overs to go. Question is survival. Mohammad Nawaz, the slow left armer, 170 wickets in his T20 career, and it's going to be very, very testing next 8 overs. Last ball of the previous over, rather streaky. Doesn't matter how they come, as long as they come, as they say. Use of the feet now. Taking charge of that, a little bit of risk. Has paid off. Well, time to say a very good afternoon to Shamanai Ghosh. Welcome to the Combox.
Thank you very much. My pleasure, and beautiful stadium here. And definitely the home fans not at all shy in supporting the home team despite this struggle. Been a game of 12, lost 4 wickets at 12, and then the last over, which was the 12th over, has taken 12 runs of that Haris Shroff over.
Oh, that's possibly drifting down leg. There's an appeal, shake of the head from Ghazi Sohail. Pondering the captain, having a little bit of a chat. Don't think they're very convinced about taking it.
Perhaps the angle just a bit too tight. Mashrafi Mortaza, the skipper, going to change his bat. Signaled early when he was at the non-striker's end. Get this change. Quick and fast.
And he has to be a little more careful, not his usual flamboyant self. He's got to curtail his attacking instincts. Ashwin Mortuza can really give the ball a clout. But as the skipper, he should have the realization that the main thing is to stay there. The runs will come. Ensure that you stay at the crease. Tanzim, on the other hand, has been quite enterprising at the other end. That angle, he keeps on bowling down the leg side. Another single.
It has been a rather gutsy performance from Tanzim Hassan Saqib, given the circumstances, known more for his bowling competencies. He's shown some grit here.
Oh, check that, just past that fielder, and it's been retrieved. Can't get more than one to finish the over.
जैज़ मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में जैज़ सुपर 4G।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
पैक का मतलब प्रोटेक्टेड, ताकि आपको मिले द बेस्ट एंड मोस्ट न्यूट्रिशियस चिकन हर बार। सबरोसो, व्हेन इट्स लव, इट्स पैक्ड।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
सेफगार्ड से नहाना, जर्म्स दूर भगाना।
Look at that crowd on the grassy bank overlooking the ground. It's almost full up there. The whole stands are full. Still expecting, hoping that their captain and Tanzim can just drag them out of this hole they've dug for themselves.
Nabil Haq being introduced in this match for Rangpur Riders. He's been one of the changes for Rangpur Riders. But yeah, going back to just what you were saying, the partnership here, 25 of 30. We had a look at the batting scorecard. Tanzim Saqib, the only one moving on to double figures, going for a lash at it, but missing it altogether.
Yeah, there you go again. I mean, this is inexplicable. Talking about being sensible in the approach, we saw many of the early batters just getting out due to poor shot selection. And there he is, standing his ground, just throwing his bat, only hitting thin air and nothing else. Could have had an edge. That's a better delivery, and oh, bit of a yes and no, just in time. Ashwin Mortuza scampers back.
Good presence of mind there by Robil. Saved on that occasion, Mashrafi apologizing. But thankfully, the bowler did not get fingers onto the ball. Back in time. But yeah, not taking nothing away from the Rangpur Rider bowlers. Omar Zai with a brilliant spell.
It's again trying to hit the ball too hard. I feel just Tanzim needs to be talked to and advised by the skipper. Going across, young man, just take it easy. We've built up, we've done the hard work after enormous struggles early on, right through the innings. Don't throw it away. Do not try to be too aggressive. Just play out the remaining 6 after this. Maybe they'll have the bowlers, these two, being essentially bowlers, will have something to defend. Oh, goodness, this is Mortuza going through the shot, getting possibly a leg by, is it? Just wait and see. Now, possibly a better bat, inside part of the bat, another single.
Inside edge onto the pad, and Tanzim Saqib was quick to call. Onto the pads. Thankfully not onto the wicket. Just the two of the over. One ball to go.
Another shuffle down the wicket, gives him the charge. This is high in the air. This is going to go the distance. This is something that is needed for a long, long time. And the cheers go out at the end of the 14th over. It's 51 for 7.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में जैज सुपर 4G।
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज़।
पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
बस इजी पैसा से स्कैन करो वीजा QR लाइक अ प्रो क्योंकि पेमेंट सेकंड्स में करना इज इजी ब्रो।
Well, Rangpur Rider bowlers have been really very, very good to say the least. 3 for 3 for Mazai off 3. Incredible. They gave that early momentum to the bowling unit. Throws his bat this time and well, an effort made there. Not quite sure if he had it under control, but Mortuza throwing his bat at that.
It was full. Shami Mohsin Patwari at cover. Good effort from him. Definitely saved some runs. Bounced just in front of him.
Little change in the field. The deep backward square. Told to move a little squarer. Nawaz. There he goes. Trying to get after every delivery. It's an attacking shot virtually from both ends. Ashwin Mortuza hasn't found the middle of the bat often enough. He has been a little fortunate on occasions. There he goes. It's flying, sailing over, and another one. These are very, very important runs here for the Sylhet strikers.
Yeah, that's his nature. Mashrafi Mortuza was underneath it. Some entertainment for the home team, for the home crowd in pink. They are elated. It was underneath it and connected it just well enough.
Just what the doctor ordered. Just the full flow of the bat right through the line, went the distance, brought out the smiles back on the supporters. Goes again. This is the other side of the ground. That's going to fly over. It has wings, the ball, and up go the crowd. Up goes the umpire's hands to signal another maximum.
It's the magic mash, and he's got the crowd on their feet in the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Oh wow, there he is, the skipper, leading from the front, back-to-back sixes.
What does Nawaz do? Let's see what's coming. More, couldn't get underneath that one, but a single nevertheless. Intentions pretty clear from the skipper, and it is a brave approach. When you're down and out, you're trying to rebuild a partnership, and suddenly you go swinging your bats just like this. One through, over, long off. Look at that, inside out, and that went a long end. It was followed second, other side of the ground, cow corner. Right over, another 6. $15 done, 64 for 7.
Let's one Xmas, bump it up. Let's one Xmas, play your job. Let's one Xmas, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one Xmas, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's one Xmas, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight. पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए.
To the relief of the select strikers, you've got some tall buildings at last. On that Manhattan, they could do with a few more. And even that psychological milestone of getting to the 100 mark would, augur well for them, because that's at least from there, when you come in to defend that, or maybe the bowlers will have something to go on. This is Hassan, just 2 overs, 1 for 4.
Yeah, sensible batting on this occasion from Mashrafi Mortaza. Nothing rash. Change of reins for Hassan Mahmood. Now coming from the far end, which is the Minister end. Just 1 over left with Azmatullah Omarzai. And I wonder when Rolasan Chauhan's going to use him, now that the select strikers are on the attack.
I think H.D. Ackerman earlier had mentioned that it was quite wise of the captain to bowl his strike bowlers through and left one for Omarzai. Going for the jugular is not something we see captains always doing. But what have they got in store? We've got one from Omarzai, one from Rauf. So these are the two which might be brought back just to break this partnership. Tentative, just past the edge of the bat.
And what's noticeable is Mashrafi giving due respect to the young Hassan Mahmood, playing according to the merit of the ball. Seen him attack in the previous over, which was the most expensive one in this innings. 13 of it, just 2 of it, and they are happy, aren't they?
So look at that, just almost induced that edge from Mortaza. Half-hearted push at that one. Maybe a little more committed, might have had in trouble. Ekstrom crushes it. Now that's got straight to hand. Got Mortaza into that frame of mind with that short pitch delivery. Backed away, hit it sweetly enough, but there was the fielder waiting to take a very good catch.
That's a very good catch from Rabiul Islam Robi at the deep. It was short, but not short enough, and yeah, it was swaying away. Good run in and held it. Hassan Mahmood gets his second. Mashrafi Mortaza departs. 21 of 21.
Well, I think it's also going to be the signal now as Mashrafi goes away for the strategic timeout.
आपको चाहिए हार्पिक 10X मैक्स क्लीन। इसका खास गाढ़ा फॉर्मूला कमोड पे ठहर के दे तेजाब के मुकाबले 10 गुना बेहतर सफाई, मिटाए पीलापन और करे जरासीम का भी खात्मा।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टिन चाहिए। Let's 1x Bus, pump it up. Let's 1x Bus, take your time. Let's 1x Bus, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's 1x Bus, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's 1x Bus, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight.
बस इजी पैसा से स्कैन करो वीजा QR लाइक अ प्रो, क्योंकि पेमेंट सेकंड्स में करना इज इजी ब्रो।
फैक्ट का मतलब
protected ताकि आपको मिले the best and most nutritious chicken हर बार. Sabroso. When it's love, it's fact.
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत. सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज़.
पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय
ऐसा जादू कर दे तो बोलो चाय चाहिए बस लिप्टन चाहिए.
बस इजी पैसा से स्कैन करो वीजा QR लाइक अ प्रो, क्योंकि पेमेंट सेकंड्स में करना इज इजी ब्रो.
Fact का मतलब protected ताकि आपको मिले the best and most nutritious chicken हर बार. Sabroso. When it's love, it's fact.
Beach Resort.
Swing in and a miss. And a really good fight back because at one stage they were 18 for 7. Mohammad Amr is the new batter for select strikers. He'll be having a closer look at the surface because he'll be hoping that he can do the same damage with the ball when he come on to go and defend whatever total they manage to get. He's here because of this. And as I say, very good afternoon to Sir Curtly Ambrose.
Good afternoon, Athar. A mini tied back so far by the Sylhet strikers.
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत.
Fact का मतलब protected ताकि आपको मिले the best and most nutritious chicken हर बार. Sabroso. When it's love, it's fact.
बीच रिजॉर्ट बाय आइकॉन. 1, 2 और 3 बेड के लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट्स. 04211333333.
Well, he's really hit that with some power. Tanzim Hassan Shakib has fought hard and he has scored some good boundaries, but have a look at this one. Gets the feed on his neck crowd. It was pitched up and that is a crash in blow. Really good shot to pick up yet another 6.
The fielder was at the longer position, thought for a brief moment he could effect a catch, but it was not to be.
This time he should come back for the second because it's gone into deep. Nope. No, says Muhammad Amir, but he's played a really good innings. Tanzim Hassan Shakib. Selfie time. And they looked a little bit more relaxed with the partnership and tottering at 18 for 7 at one stage. And the last few overs have been good for Sylhet.
They are fighting back, the Sylhet strikers. Let's have a look at the 6, Athar. What the beauty about that, look at the batsman. Bended knees, so he could get the elevation that was required to take it over the ropes. That was very well done. Look at that, the elevation, that's what was needed.
Certainly he's shown the courage. Remember that. Yeah, that should go to the boundary. It does. It's from the inside edge, but he'll still take it. Remember, he took a very heavy blow on his head of Haris Rauf, but he's not backed up.
Another big swing on the edge. Just went past that leg stump. And with a fine leg in the circle, it's always going to be 4. They are fighting back. The Sylhet strikers, they got some fight in them. That's why they're top of the table at the moment. And they would love to at least get over that 100 mark.
If they can manage to play till the 20th over, very much a possibility. Has been called a wide.
Well, I want to see that again. Good crowd is in there enjoying this game so far. very, very good crowd, I thought.
Shot back past the bowler. Are they going to come back for the second? No, I don't think so. Yeah, to hit a six on the very first delivery, this is turning out to be a really good over for them. Already 14, the most expensive over in this innings for select strikers. The score moves on to 80. Oh my God, what a dream start it was with the new ball. Yeah, great crowd, and it's a chock-a-block, isn't it? Jam-packed. A slow delivery, nicely bowled, well disguised. Got to finish the over. 14 in that over. Select strikers, 80 for 8.
बनाओ हर सुबह ऑल पर हैप्पी सुबह।
पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
बीच रिजॉर्ट बाय आइकॉन 1, 2 और 3 बेड के लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट्स 042 111 333 333 brought to you by Zameen.com।
And these are the projected scores. And at that stage, at 18 for 7, nobody would have believed that they'd gone across even 50. But this is, as you rightly said, Sir Curtly Ambrose, it's a good fight back. Harish Rauf back in the attack. He's bowled quick. But you got to give credit to someone like Tanzim Hassan Shakib, who is still unbeaten. Batting, showing a lot of character, courage. Unbeaten on 36 of 31. Really fighting and fighting hard.
Couple of good deliveries so far from Rauf.
Yeah, there is tremendous enthusiasm for BPL here. And the most enthusiastic BPL fan will get a signed bat from player of the match. Well, they turn out in big numbers. The biggest crowd so far we've seen in this edition of the BPL, the Spahani BPL T20 2023, powered by Minister in association with Nogod. Fantastic crowd here.
And very, very colourful as well. Really colourful. Always a nice feeling for any player playing in front of a good crowd. This always turned out to be a good one. What a Rangpur Riders. 3 dot balls so far. Good bowling by Rauf. He's mixing it up.
Finally, a run in this over, but they had no answer whatsoever to the bowlers, especially early on. They lost their first wicket, the score of 4, then they lost 3 at the score of 12. In your Bengal. Oh, short pitch delivery. Yeah, didn't pick it up.
Mohamed Amir wasn't sure what happened there. Turned his head away a little bit. An umpire is making a signal somewhere over the top of the side screen. Maybe there's some movements. But you know, I've always wondered. The bowler is down here. Why would somebody on top of the side screen is in your vision? I can't quite understand it. As a batsman, you should be focusing on a bowler, but I don't know. Maybe because I was never a batsman, I have no idea.
Well, they think he's nicked it. There's an appeal, but umpire unmoved. $81 for 8.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 में जैज सुपर 4G।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
What a spell from Omar Zai. 3 for 17, 2 for 12 for Mahdi Afran. This time it swings hard, outside edge, 4 more.
That's exactly how he has been playing, and he will continue throughout as long as he's there. Tanzim, thick outside edge, and it was 4 all the way. He swung at it more the toe end of the bat, actually. He's having a go at everything. Tanzim, so far it's working for him.
Yeah, too much wide, too much width offered, and really went after it. Short third, short fine. Bowl him! Knocks him over. Good comeback from Hassan Mahmood. Finally, Tanzim Hassan Shakib innings come to an end.
Brilliantly bowled, and that's what the keeper is telling him. Cannot afford to bowl length with third man and final leg in the circle. Yorker is always a good go-to delivery, and that was executed in the best way. Well, he's safe at the point of impact. There is something behind the line, so he's safe, even though it was tight. And look at that, perfectly executed. They don't come any better, that Yorker. Always a go-to delivery. And Tanzim, brief and exciting innings come to an end. Select strikers 85 for 9.
आपको चाहिए हार्पिक 10X मैक्स क्लीन। इसका खास गाढ़ा फॉर्मूला कमोड फिट हेयर के लिए तेजाब के मुकाबले 10 गुना बेहतर सफाई, मिटाए पीलापन।
Lovely delivery, as you mentioned, in the block hole. And remember, the man on strike was the one who's scoring or who already scored the bulk of runs. 3 wickets already in the bag for him. The bowlers have enjoyed bowling in this surface. Reja Raman Raja is the new batter, and he'll be also be looking to fire up with the ball. Round the wicket to Mohammad Amir now.
He's been playing and missing quite a lot. Mohammad Amir. He's only have the solitary run. He has faced 7 deliveries. Not good going. But then again, I thought he's not known for his batting, really.
Yeah, what Rangpur riders will need to also understand that when these two bowlers, the one in the middle who are batting for select strikers, will come into bowl, how the ball is going to behave, because they should have bundled them out a long time back. But there was an excellent innings of one from Tanzim Hassan Shakib. Was an incredible innings, I think, under the situation. 41 of 36. The partnership with the skipper, remember, Mashrafi Murtaza came in and really hit some big ones. He's scored 21 of 21, but the partnership was worth 48 of 45. Have a look at those wickets. 18 for 7. So this is turning out to be a good fight back. Probably sliding down the leg side, shy at the stumps also.
Certainly is a good fight back. 19 overs gone. Strikers 88 for 9.
Yeah, he's been very impressive. Hassan Mahmood joins Nasir Hussain at the second most leading wicket taker in this edition of BPL. Wahab Riaz just 1 wicket above him, 12 for him, 11 for both Hassan and Nasir. Taskin Ahmad, who bowled that magnificent spell, 4 for 9 in 4 overs, and Alamin Hussain also 10. Robiul Haq is the new bowler. But they fought well, especially the later half of the innings. So you got to give them the credit to put up a fight, even though they were down and out at 18 for 7.
That's one of the reasons why they're top of the table. They are a good team, has got a lot of fight in them. Well, what is going on here? Where did that hit him? In the helmet again. Short delivery. Oh, geez. That's not good. And of course, it wasn't even close.
Too quick for him. And he'll remember this because he'll be also bowling on this surface. Raman Raja. He looks okay, he looks fine. Just the protocol to have a look, check up, everything is fine. You've already seen that blow earlier on, which was a heavy one, which Tanzim Hassan Shakib took of the bowling of Haris Rauf.
And of course, as per the rules, the concussion protocol has to come into play regardless, just to make sure that the batsman is okay before you can proceed. But there is certainly something in the surface for the bowlers, both spin and pace. Hence, the strikers are struggling at 88 for 9. Could have been worse, but there was some good fight back. And we're into the last over. 4 deliveries left. They would love to at least get to the 100, which may not be a lot, but 100 looks better than 90.
And I think Noor Hassan, the skipper of Rangpur Riders, realizes that they've let the pressure go. Kept on picking of wickets early on, and he was not happy, and probably sensing that this surface, this pitch, offers a little bit more. It's not going to be easy. I know it's not a big total, but it's a funny game. It's a funny game.
Certainly is. We've seen strange things happen. Tanzania had a good knock, but I believe that the Rangpur Riders bowlers probably got a little bit complacent. Oh, it's a no ball called. Now the keeper is going to the square leg umpire to find out exactly why. Well, there's a bit of a he's speaking to both umpires, trying to find out exactly why it was called a no ball. He's very animated, and he's well within his right to find out exactly what the problem is.
I'm not too sure what's going on here, because the ball hit him bang on the grill of the helmet, and now we see that it's been called a no ball. It was a second delivery. Bit of a confusion here. Just want to make sure that they've got it right. He's not happy, Noor Hassan, the skipper. They don't look amused also. But it's been signalled as a no ball. I'm not sure what's going on here, Sir Gurtley Ambrose.
Well, everything seems to be back to normal.
Yeah, it's a free hit, but he's managed to hit it straight down at deep mid-wicket. It'll be a single. But yes, the surface certainly has the bounce. If you're willing to bend your back as a seamer, you'll extract some good bounce. It's got pace, it's got good carry, and plus it's got spin available. The 90 for 9, there's still a couple of deliveries to go. This is now, there's still its lowest total in this series. But they can add a few more here. Nicely struck. Oh, good work, good work. It was going away from the fielder. Really good work.
That's exactly what bowlers like to see. They're being backed up in the field. That was struck with some degree of power. Mohamed Amir, that was good feeling. Saved his team 3 runs. Can the Sylhet Strikers get to the 100-run mark?
Well, they will need boundaries. It's a dot.
It's a dot ball, but I don't like the line at all. They got a third man inside the circle, and the bowling a little bit wide above stump. If that took the edge, could easily be 4. They're still arguing about it. They're not quite happy. 2 deliveries to go.
Again, similar result. He likes it. The skipper, Noor Hassan. Rubil Haq has only 1 ball to bowl in this over. 91 for 9, Sylhet.
Well, they certainly won't get to the 100-run mark. And this last over is turning out to be a big one for the Riders.
He managed to put back to ball. It's a good delivery. It's still a wide one, so they'll only be able to pick up a single. And they end up, the Sylhet Strikers, 92 for 9 after the end of the 20th over. 4 in that over from Robiol. But what a performance from Rangpur Rider. The skipper winning the toss and had no hesitation to bowl first. And they were in business very, very quickly. Naeem and Ronnie Talukdar running in because it looks like they're going to come back and open the batting. But yes, all eyes will be now, since there's a huge fan base in Sylhet for Sylhet Strikers. What can he do with the ball when he come back? But it's all about Rangpur Riders dominating with the ball.
They certainly dominated. And at 92 for 9 of 20 overs, justified. The skipper decides to bowl first. And look at the scorecard, a sorry scorecard really. Tanzim 41, Mortaza 21, only score of note. That is the reason why they crawled to 92. No one else really make any contribution.
Terrific for Mahdi Hassan and Omar Zai to ensure that they had a brilliant start. You spoke about Mashrafi Murtaza and Tanzim. They were involved with that face-saving partnership of 48 of 45, 19 between Tanzim and Amir to ensure that they get past 90. In the end, 92 for 9. There's still not enough on the board.
Look at that bowling figures. Look at that. 2 to Mahedi, a wicket to Rauf, 3 for Hassan. But I think the star of the show was Omar Zai. What an spell he had. 3 for 17 from 4. Really rock the Sylhet Strikers. They never recovered. And apart from that wonderful partnership down toward the back end, could have been worse. Very, very clinical bowling.
Yeah, there was one set 12 for 5, 18 for 7. Well, when they come back, they need to get 93, Rangpur Riders. The required run rate under 5 runs in an over. We'll take a short break and we'll come back for the chase.
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ़्फ़ुज़।
पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
पैक्ट का मतलब प्रोटेक्टेड, ताकि आपको मिले द बेस्ट एंड मोस्ट न्यूट्रिशियस चिकन हर बार। सबरोसो, व्हेन इट्स लव इट्स पैक्ट।
बीच रिजॉर्ट बाय आइकॉन 1, 2 और 3 बेड के लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट्स 04211333333 ब्रॉट टू यू बाय ज़मीन.com।
बस इजी पैसा से स्कैन करो वीजा QR लाइक अ प्रो, क्योंकि पेमेंट सेकंड्स में करना इज इजी ब्रो।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
पैक्ट का मतलब प्रोटेक्टेड, ताकि आपको मिले द बेस्ट एंड मोस्ट न्यूट्रिशियस चिकन हर बार। सबरोसो, व्हेन इट्स लव इट्स पैक्ट।
The Isfahani BPL T20 for 2023, powered by Minister in association with Nogod. We're live from the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for our first game here in Sylhet between the Rangpur Riders and the Sylhet Strikers. The Rangpur Riders won the toss and asked the Strikers to have first hit, and that decision was certainly justified because at one point they were 18 for 7. And if it wasn't for Tanzim and Mortaza, who knows where this match would be placed right now. Mahedi and Ormazai did all the early damage. Ormazai going for just 3 runs in his opening 3 overs and taking 3 wickets. So his final over a little bit on the expensive side. Hassan also got 3. Mahedi got some turn off this dryish Sylhet surface, 2 for 12 in his 4. Tom Moores, the Englishman, and Shanto, the run scorer, the predominant run scorer for the Sylhet Strikers, walked to the wicket and were hoping to carry on the form that they had shown throughout this competition so far. Moores was the first to go. Shanto hit one over deep mid wicket for 6, but he too followed suit. What about this for a catch from Shoaib Malik? Composed in the deep. Tawed walked too far across. That one went upstairs, but he was out to LBW. That was a cracking delivery from Ormazai to get rid of Mushfiq without scoring. Nurul Hussain has been impressive throughout this competition behind the stumps. Quick as a flash, ensured that Zakir was out stumped also without scoring. Pereira was held in the deep at the bowling of Haris Ralph. And then Imad Wazim, and everyone thought, well, this is it, they're going to get bowled out for 20. But the captain, he had other thoughts. And with Kanzim, they put on a respectable total. Amir, these two played well.
They did. The top order batters, they actually failed to handle the pressure, which was exerted by the new ball bowlers. But Mashrafi, we all know that he can bat, and certainly featured in a partnership which brought some sort of respectability to the total. And Tanzim kept on forming the gaps. He was picked up by the young fast bowler.
So just 92 for 9 is what the high-flying Sylhet Strikers ended up with in their 20 overs. They're going to have to bowl very, very well if they're going to defend this against the Rangpur Riders. But just the other day in Mirpur, we saw very low total defenders when the Dhaka Dominators, they just managed just over 100, and they ended up winning by over 20 runs. But the one thing that the Sylhet Strikers do have is a very well-balanced bowling attack. Muhammad Amir, we think of Imad Wazim, Tisara Pereira, the Sri Lankan all-rounder. So they'll certainly make a fist of this. But 93 is the score that's required here by the Rangpur Riders.
Now, to be able to defend this total, the ball has to respond to the bowlers. Swing in the air, they need a bit of seam movement, and the spinners, they have to turn the ball appreciably to bring some sort of a pressure on these batsmen.
There's a lovely crowd in here today at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Really is a good crowd. Predominantly supporting the home side, and you can understand that. They're all in pink. Just on the outskirts of the ground, there's shirts being bought, there's caps being bought, there's headbands being bought, all of it in pink. Mohammad Naeem, opening batter. The best of 105. And the man who will be on strike, well, not on strike, non-striker's end, is Ronnie Talukdar, who started the competition really well, but has just gone a little bit off the boil.
Yeah, you were mentioning the crowd. For the first time, I felt that I'm in Bangladesh. The atmosphere has been electrifying. That was a miss in Chattogram and Dhaka. Now they have come out in numbers, haven't they?
Right, here goes Mohammad Amir. Strays onto the leg stump. This will run away for 4. That's the ideal start for the Riders.
How confidently he played that one. 2 slips in place. It didn't deter him to coming out of the crease and just using the pace and using the angle to hit the ball on the onside to get off the mark.
And one thing that the Riders need to do is have contributions in this batting order. Naeem's got a few runs, but they've relied heavily on Shoaib Malik. He's got 225 runs, Shoaib Malik, at 56, the strike rate of 135. And he has really been man alone in this Rangpur Riders batting lineup. So another contribution here from a batter would set them in
so slightly. And Talukdar was ready for it, pounced on it.
Bowling, ball,
Yeah, at this stage, Zilla strikers had lost 7 wickets. And with the ball in their hand, still searching for their first one. Doesn't look like coming, the way these two batters are batting out there in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not sure the Rangpur Riders could even ask any of the Sylhet strikers, batters, what pitch is doing, because they would know. They weren't there for long enough.
And they're not facing Umarzai with the new ball, who swung the ball appreciably, but the deviation of the surface. And modern day batsmen, as usual, didn't have the answer.
Those fielders on the offside, very, very tight. Asking Rangpur to hit the ball through the field or over it. You're not just going to give away easy singles here. Good over again from Imad, just 3 coming from it, that's 4 gone, 20 without loss.
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
मामा की बेबी आप कहाँ गए थे, पैम्पर्स पहनकर सो रहे थे, एलो वाले लोशन से रैश का डर हुआ दूर और मेरे बेबी को आया सुकून। ट्राई पैम्पर्स।
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज़।
पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए?
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
बस इजी पैसा से स्कैन करो वीजा QR लाइक अ प्रो, क्योंकि पेमेंट सेकंड्स में करना इज इजी ब्रो।
Let's one it must, bump it up. Let's one it must, play your drum. Let's one it must, guess it right. We are gonna.
The bowlers have tried. Tanzim with the ball now after his little bit of an effort with the bat. Haven't really succeeded in eking out a wicket. Tough work for the bowlers here. Roshan?
Yeah, it is. It's made tougher by the fact that the strikers have just managed to get a very small score. 92 runs is not frightening at all. And defending 92 is not easy. You need to get wickets from ball 1, more or less.
Well, that might have helped their cause. There's a little bit of an edge, but there was a real big swipe at that one.
Another look at that. I like the approach of the openers, though that shot wasn't great. That stayed down. They're not going to be watchful. Their approach is good. They appear to be wanting to finish things off quickly and batting quite normally, though the rate of scoring is under 5 runs and over. They're not holding back anything.
There's the deviation down the leg side, allows that simple roll of the wrist and a single hitting the pads rather than the bat. That's a leg by. I think they've decided that they're not really take any kind of chance. Just go easily to the target.
What I've seen with most teams when they are chasing a smaller score, they tend to be a little bit tentative, they tend to be a little bit defensive, ultra sometimes, but not in this case. And see, the captain of Sylhet is Mashrafi is having a really, really thin line to walk on, because see, he's defending 90, just 92. Now he needs wicket. And well, I'll tell you, there's a massive crowd. This is the best we have seen in the Isfahani BPL, and they need to be commended. Shamim coming to the ground today, such a build-up outside the gate. It's so encouraging.
control. That is the approach at the moment. Yes, I feel sorry for the crowd. Tell you frankly, they came here with huge expectations, wearing the pink of the select strikers and hoping that the team would really establish themselves. Look at that massive crowd. It's very, very impressive. Just looking to just get a breakthrough. There's something for them to cheer about.
I'm wondering how they're going to select the most enthusiastic fan. It's going to be a tough one because it's a huge crowd. There's so much of enthusiasm.
I tell you what, Roshan, I don't think it's the state of play. It's when the cameras are on them that they suddenly erupt and become very enthusiastic. Are we going to have a change in... they have just not spotted themselves. I think this guy is just... There you go. And that's done well in the deep. Had to cover a bit of ground. Ball was travelling.
Let's one it bust, bump it up. Let's one it bust, take your time. Let's one it bust, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one it bust, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's one it bust, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight. Safeguard करें हम, let's face के बम. Chef, 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 body germ.
सेफगार्ड से नहाना, जर्म्स दूर भगाना.
और ये
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ. पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में. जैज सुपर 4G.
Let's one it bust, bump it up. Let's one it bust, take your time. Let's one it bust, guess it right. We are gonna win tonight. Let's one it bust, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's one it bust, whoa, whoa, whoa. We are gonna win tonight. पहला कप सुबह सुबह कुछ
चाय चाहिए?
जादू करे तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टिन चाहिए.
When they're on the cameras, I mean, a pretty certain sections the crowd has been rather quiet. But the cameras on them, they are very enthusiastic.
There's a Rahman Raja now. Don't see the venom that we noticed from the bowlers earlier on. Well, got a bit of a deflection, the quick run taken.
Also see the way sometimes pitchers tend to respond. That's a slow one. Respond to the way the batters tend to bat on it. Because I thought earlier on when the select strikers were batting, they were very watchful. Deliveries started to move around. They were tentative. Feet movement weren't there. So in that frame of mind, the bowlers were dictating terms. But here, it's a different ball game. You would see that the batters showing greater intent, looking to come down the pitch, not letting the bowlers really dictate terms to them. So there is a difference.
Just in hope rather than actual movement, just throwing the bat at that one, ball going wide. Just that luxury of having such a small target to chase gives that opportunity to the batters to be a little choosy in their shot making. As I mentioned earlier, no need to take any kind of risk at all.
But I think, yeah, they don't need to take risks, but I feel they should be positive. They should not be in any way looking to play safely. They should play their normal game, look to punish anything loose, look to be aggressive.
Oh, hand off now. Is that going to be taken? It is. Imad Wasim covers a bit of ground. That is the wicket they've been striving for. An attempt by Naeem to pull one, maybe a hand off, and immediately it's spooned up into there. A good catch taken.
Interesting to see the length of that delivery. It definitely pays off. Did it come on? Was it too full? That's the question. I think it bounced a bit on him. He was looking to come forward. He was committed, bounced a bit. Excellent catch. Imad Wasim, yeah, they needed wickets.
आपको चाहिए हार्पिक 10X मैक्स क्लीन. इसका खास गाढ़ा फॉर्मूला कमोड पे ठहर के दे तेजाब के मुकाबले 10 गुना बेहतर सफाई, मिटाए पीलापन और करे जरासीम का भी खात्मा.
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस? कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स। इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
बनाओ हर सुबह ऑल फर्स्ट हैप्पी सुबह।
पहला कप सुबह सुबह
चाय चाहिए
तो बोलो चाय चाहिए, बस लिप्टन चाहिए।
पैक का मतलब प्रोटेक्टेड, ताकि आपको मिले द बेस्ट एंड मोस्ट न्यूट्रिशियस चिकन हर बार। सबरोसो, व्हेन इट्स लव इट्स पैक्ड।
Some hope will be raised as the ball is stopped just about. Collected on the second go, gets a single. The wicket that might bring some kind of relief. So see just up the splice of the bat in the process. Spoons up in the air and a well judged catch by Imad Wasim. In the background you can see the crowd realizing that at least they've got a breakthrough. Put a stop to that run rate. Encouraging signs. Never know when a partnership is broken. One gets two, as they say. We'll be hoping that Reza can strike again. Almost did.
Well, you could see that the ball staying down. That's pretty apparent there. You did see that happen when the Sylhet strikers batted earlier, but now that delivery really stayed down. Well, we do have Rangpur supporters here. Sylhet may be playing in their home ground, but there are a few supporting the Rangpur Riders. But 65 of 85. He's going to come on, roll his arm over. They need wickets at this stage.
Oh, that came even lower. Oh, almost a grass cutter. Only 3 runs and a wicket in that over. Power play done. 28 for 1.
नया एरियल, नया और बेहतर एरियल जिसमें है क्लीनिंग बूस्टर जो करें जिद्दी दागों का सफाया।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई को बाहर झलकने दो। कैडबरी डेयरी मिल्क। कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, कुछ मीठा हो जाए।
Strikers. We saw a short while earlier, the floodlights being turned on here as we progress into the evening. Ashraf Murtaza, as anticipated, has come on from the Isfahani end. Immediately falls into line and length. That has been his forte. Obviously the pace that he used to generate in the past, not there. It's the variations that he does so very well. Very subtle changes.
He's got mid-off and mid-on inside the circle. Now, this is how the power play started. Not that Rangpur Riders were on fire, but they were looking to play a few shots, looking to be aggressive. Some really good shots in between. And then this happened. The poor shot selection, also a bit of bounce on that occasion.
And 2 good deliveries. First up from Ashraf Murtaza. Just a man, he does wonders to a team. Even when they're down and out, he can generate a feeling within the team itself to put up your best efforts, fight, even if you've got your backs to the wall. Such a great leader. And 3 dot balls, excellent stuff.
I've heard of his strengths as a motivator, as a good leader. And you really don't need to be a performer to be a good leader. As you said, you could motivate teams, you could get the others to do it for you, but it's how you conduct yourself as a leader. Well, you won't get too excited about these figures, but it's about the way he's led the side.
Tell you what, he might not have garnered too many wickets, but the economy, as is on view right now, the 4 dot balls has been really exemplary, to say the least, because some high-scoring matches even, that's when it's more noticeable. When the other bowlers are going for runs, he hasn't.
What he's doing well is he's looking to bowl wicket to wicket. He's looking to bring the ball back in. He's got a long on and a deep mid wicket and a square leg. He's not bowling outside the off stump because he doesn't have too much of cover on the offside.
Keeps on that disciplined line and length, only a single from that 5th delivery of the over. It's been good. It's building up a little bit of pressure, and every bit of pressure that you put back on the batters helps their cause.
This is the importance of bowling in partnership. This is the importance of partnership. We speak about batting partnership, but this is a bowling partnership. He's building pressure with dot balls, as you said. So now from the other end, Select needs to find wickets, as Mashrafi is doing a very good job here.
Thought of going down the wicket, sees him coming, bowls it short. Excellent over from the skipper. It's 29 for 1.
पैंटीन, जिसमें है चावलों का पानी और प्रो विटामिन फॉर्मूला जो हेयर फॉल कम करे सिर्फ 14 दिन में। पैंटीन, बाल गिरे कम तो खुले ज्यादा।
सोशल मीडिया से बाहर भी अगर हम सोशल हो सकते हैं तो व्हाई नॉट मेरी जान।
जैज मंथली मैक्स से अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट कॉल्स और टेक्स्ट के मजे उड़ाओ। पूरा महीना सिर्फ 1040 रुपए में। जैज सुपर 4G।
अपनों को रखना है अगर 10 गुना महफूज तो बदलनी होगी साबुन की आदत। सिर्फ डेटॉल लिक्विड हैंड वॉश दे, साबुन के मुकाबले में 10 गुना बेहतर तहफ्फुज़।
और फिर हम तुम्हारी ग्रेजुएशन धूमधाम से मनाएंगे।
अंदर की अच्छाई।
Down the wicket, gives him the charge, misses altogether, and scampers through for a bye. All right, we've got Pamela standing by. Let's go down and join her.
It's Pahari BPL T20 9th edition, and I am with Mehreen and Meher. Mehreen, Mashrafi সবচেয়ে বড় fan. She's the biggest fan. So how do you feel? আজকে কেমন লাগছে এখানে খেলা দেখতে এসে?
অনেক ভালো লাগছে, স্পেশালি 10টা বছর পর আমি মাশরাফি ভাইকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি। মানে আমার এই ফিলিংটা বলে বোঝানোর মতো না, কত বেশি খুশি লাগছে।
ও এত খুশি, ও এত আনন্দ কি ও কেঁদেই যাচ্ছে যে মাশরাফিকে দেখেছে। And as you can see the excitement of the Sylhet Strikers. কেমন লাগছে খেলা দেখে? কি মনে হয় সিলেট স্ট্রাইকার্স কি করবে আজকে?
আজকে কি করবে এখন বুঝতে পারছি না, তবে সিলেট স্ট্রাইকার্সের উপর আমাদের অবশ্যই ভরসা আছে। আজকে আর এবারের যে টিম, ভরসা না করে উপায় নাই।
আর তোমাদের ফেভারিট প্লেয়ার কে? আমি সবার থেকে শুনতে চাই সিলেটের ফেভারিট প্লেয়ার। সিলেট স্ট্রাইকার্স জিতবে। The magic, the madness is on. BPL T20 is Pahari. Over to the Cogs.
Well, she's got them all charged up and enthused.
I tell you, she can win the reward for the most enthusiastic BPL fan.
Oh, flat batted it just wide of that hand. I think it was held up more in sort of hope than anything else because it hit reasonably hard.
Yeah, some bounce there. Very good fielding, good commitment from the Sylhet Strikers, but they're still looking for those wickets. But all they need
Ronnie Talukdar, in a grand fashion, he was taking